We're very much within the orb of the exact time of the full moon, which takes place tonight at 10:34. So welcome to this festival of Virgo. In the ageless wisdom tradition, all the full moon periods are called festivals. The three major ones in the higher interlude of the spiritual year, and the 9 so-called minor festivals. Why are these periods of close communication with the hierarchy called festivals? In the mundane sense, a festival is a large and public gathering celebrating some aspect of the culture, a religious commemoration, or a harvest festival, typically. They're characterized by a sense of joy and community in the aliveness of the gathering. For students of the ageless wisdom, the full moon period is joyful because we are closer than ever to our elder brothers on the other side, and at the full moon, especially the exact time, the energetic exchange between the fourth and fifth kingdoms is particularly close. We enter into the heart of love and rededicate ourselves to humanity, the plan, and the spiritual evolution of the planet. Although there may be only a few people in the room, or none at all in your room, anyone participating in these full moon meditation meetings is joining with thousands and likely millions of others, those in incarnation and out, all over the planet and beyond. The united rhythm of this mass of dedicated aspirants, disciples, and initiates consciously serves to build, fortify, and prepare the field for the reappearance of the Christ. Through our united meditation, we are literally building the path of light for the coming world teacher. The full moon festival doesn't belong to only students of the ageless wisdom, however, but to all of humanity. Every spiritual tradition recognizes in some way the passage of the moon through the sky, and at the full moon, rituals and celebrations occur in every imaginable form. These too are part of the mass appeal to a higher power, all adding together to form a powerful, evocative demand that cannot be disregarded by the hierarchy. By law, a response, an evocation must occur. Prayers, meditations, supplications, and demands for more light have been going on for as long as there has been a humanity. And this activity now forms the basis of what is called the New World Religion. This universal movement, which is well underway, is centered around the science of invocation and evocation, the movement of form toward the light, the desire of humanity for spiritual release and emerging with the divine. It is based around what are called the great approaches, a moving together of humanity toward the higher spiritual centers and a movement of the higher energies toward humanity. At this time, we are able as a group to consciously gather on the mental plane to assist humanity in this great evolutionary journey. As we contemplate the essential unity of humanity, it becomes obvious that no matter what the outer religion, spiritual practice, or belief, we are a single human race and are viewed as such by the hierarchy. We simply have to know this unity for ourselves, and this knowledge will, over time, completely change the landscape of human activity. Let us enter into a deep and focused silence and contemplate our underlying unity by sounding together the mantra of unification. The cards are on your chair. The souls of all are one, and I am one with them. I seek to love, not hate. I seek to serve and not exact due service. I seek to heal, not hurt. Let pain bring due reward of light and love. Let the soul control the outer form and life and all events, and bring to light the love that underlies the happenings of the time. Let vision come and insight, Let the future stand revealed. Let inner union demonstrate and outer cleavages be gone. Let love prevail. Let all people love. Oh. The great dual sign of Virgo represents the mother and the child as a single unity. The two are not separate from one from the other. Matter and spirit are joined. They are inseparable and equal in the eyes of God. I am the mother and the child. I, God, I matter am, says the soul in Virgo. The I am, the soul, is as much a part of the father principle, pure spirit, as it is of the mother, the form nature or matter. The power of Virgo is encapsulated in the extraordinary statement of the Tibetan that, quote, its symbology concerns the whole goal of the evolutionary process, which is to shield, nurture, and finally reveal the hidden spiritual reality. These three aspects of Virgo, to shield, nurture, and finally reveal the hidden spiritual life, summarize the entire mission of Virgo in our evolutionary scheme, making Virgo in a curious way also a triple sign. The virginal and pure archetypal mother symbolizes everything regarding the idea of protection. The mother principle, the outer form, shields and protects the fragile and growing spiritual child within, the living Christ, who symbolically is not yet ready for full emergence into the world and is unable to exist outside the body of the mother. The inner child, the growing spiritual force within, is the pulsating nucleus of life conceived as the result of the union of spirit and matter, the father and mother creating the child, or son of God, with the soul. Virgo is often depicted as a woman holding a sheaf of wheat, symbolizing the bounty of the harvest and feeding the world. The matter aspect nourishing the inner spiritual life, making manifestation possible. She could just as easily be seen as a pregnant woman, radiant with the knowledge of the precious life within, still hidden from view to the outside. She is in her own deep contemplation with the child, the inner spiritual life, and they live in a secret place together. The inner life sleeps deeply within the womb of time and the dark and secret cave, receiving sustenance from the actual substance of the mother. It silently awaits the crisis of the birth hour, all the while growing stronger. The mother gives all, withholding nothing of value, nothing that is necessary for the support of life. Just as a human mother gives all to her child, humanity is held and nurtured by Mother Earth. Our physical forms are sustained and nourished by the plants and sometimes animals, the air and water, and together with the sun, the Father, we are complete. All the elements we need for life on Earth are given freely by the planet on which we live. In recent decades, the realization that our physical resources are not unlimited and that we must protect the physical environment has been steadily growing in the public consciousness. The conflicts arising from disputes over how this should happen can be seen in the smallest town planning board or the largest national fossil fuel extraction project. Virgo represents purity and cleanliness. It builds the forms suitable for the inhabiting Christ life. And without a clean environment, life on Earth cannot be supported. Together, humanity is recognizing its oneness with and dependence on its Mother Earth as the support of its physical form. It is the will of God to manifest itself through form. and the form nature is no less divine than the highest spiritual being. The notion that the body is evil or that matter isn't spiritual is not the lesson we learn through Virgo. The myriad forms of creation, the majestic animals, the underwater life, the endless variety in the vegetable kingdom, the beauty and shine of minerals, every form protecting the life within is part of the body of the Logos, and every atom of substance has within it a germ or seed of divinity, a life force which the outer form hides. Form is meant to express the life of God through its myriad appearances, and the beauty without is a testament to the divinity of the life within. The principle of the unity of spirit and matter underlies the entire evolutionary scheme of our system, which is why the sign of Virgo is so important. This is expressed through the inspired statement of H.P. Blavatsky: matter is spirit at its lowest point, and spirit is matter at its highest. Virgo is a dual sign, and yet in this duality there is unity, because both aspects, spirit and matter, the inner life and outer form, are inseparable from the other in the course of evolution. They are completely dependent on one another and have equal value. They are the blended dual light. Virgo is also referred to as the incentive behind discipleship. For an unknown time, the soul has been held captive in form, while the identification of the human has been focused solely on the form, not the inner life. For immeasurable lifetimes, every aspect of form and all types of concrete thinking have been experienced, all physical appetites exhausted, every emotional condition endured, and numerous mental states explored. All states of Maya, glamour, and illusion have been undergone, recognized for what they are, and discarded. The form alone found to be incomplete. Selfish materialism has long dominated the life experience of the man on earth. The resources of the mother have been used up, and the man is still left wanting. It is now, at this time of deep and quiet crisis, that the inner Christ, the spiritual child, begins to make itself felt within the form. This is the magic moment, the final phase of Virgo's work, the revelation of the hidden spiritual reality. When a human being feels the presence of this hidden life force, this pulsing and insistent pull, everything is changed. Something within is totally new. There is a new note, a fresh feeling. The attraction of form has lost its allure, and the growing spiritual pressure creates a magnetic attraction on the consciousness. One is inexorably drawn to the inner light, and the incentive to discipleship begins. The inner Christ is stirring, demanding attention and recognition. The path has begun, and the revelation of the new life is birthed. Virgo is an elegant illustration of the concept of God immanent. The inner God lives within and is ultimately revealed to the form. The hidden reality of the existence of the Father, the Spirit, becomes exposed as supernal light stimulates the good, beautiful, and the true. Imagine the good fortune of a small child of 4 or 5 years old, who, after having a bad dream, is told by the mother, "But sweetie, you could hurt your body in some way, but that's not the real you. Nothing can hurt the real you, because the real you, the inside you, is part of God." This mother has articulated the secret of the will for her child, has exposed the reality of its own divine nature, and given the greatest gift, the seed of the truth of Christ in you, the hope of glory, expressed in a way a child can understand. Imagine the impression of this statement on a 5-year-old mind. Imagine how the thinking of this child will be informed for the entire life. This is eventually what all mothers will tell their children, and when they do, the truth of the living God within will transform the consciousness of humanity. The coming age will demonstrate our interrelatedness through Christ, the Son of God, who is also the Son of Man, and we will truly see the era of the one human race. Humanity as a whole is now on the verge of the first initiation, the birth of the living Christ in the cave of the heart, the revelation of love within the form. We are entering the Aquarian age, and the emergence of an era of true spiritual living is at hand. It appears that the old platitude, "it's always darkest before the dawn," is especially true today, as wars, conflicts, and environmental destruction, pollution, hatred, separation, and poverty seem to be all we hear on the news or on the internet. 1 in 6 people in this richest country in the world are hungry, and 1 billion people worldwide are living in poverty. We are abusing our Mother Earth, and she is reacting through extreme weather events, causing death and destruction, affecting many vulnerable people. Humanity is enduring hardship and deprivation, but learning the value of persistence through the struggle and undergoing what the Tibetan refers to as the experiences of the dark time, the time just before birth into the light, the crisis of the birth hour. While it is important to observe the trends and crises in humanity, focusing our awareness on the evening news doesn't give a complete picture. The new group of world servers and men and women of goodwill everywhere are more active and effective than ever before. The many thousands of human and animal welfare movements and earth stewardship organizations are testament to the fact that the heart of humanity is sound. There are trends emerging everywhere to develop the inner spiritual nature. Meditation, at least in the West, is no longer seen as strange and has become almost mainstream. Groups everywhere are going on spiritual retreats to beautiful places, and there is an increased focus on the inner life in academia, church groups, counseling groups, and others. People are recognizing the truth of the inner reality and are noticeably choosing life, not death, love, not hate. Thousands of so-called ordinary people are making lasting changes towards spiritual living. Let us for a moment visualize the many places of natural beauty on Earth we may have visited or seen pictures of. National parks with grand vistas, spectacular waterfalls, small but magical places in the forest. Anything in nature that comes to mind that gives us a sense of peace, quiet, and wonder at God's creation. We easily appreciate the special quality of the natural world and the extraordinary beauty of our planet. Now let us imagine the many places of man-made beauty created through human ingenuity and skill. Temples, cathedrals, museums, the Taj Mahal, great works of art or music, the places and things that uplift and inspire. These are the physical containers, the outer forms in which the inner spiritual life can be revealed, where we naturally commune with the soul and know the reality of the inner God. We can sense the presence of the ashram within these natural and man-made places and can more easily align ourselves with hierarchy and be nourished by the resulting downflow of our invocation. Humanity as the world disciple is meant to reveal the kingdom of God on earth, to manifest the Father aspect through the form, to merge the negative polarity of the mother with the positive polarity of the Father via the soul, the living Christ. It is the destiny of humanity to merge and fuse with the fifth kingdom, the spiritual hierarchy, and for the kingdom of God to manifest on earth. We are helping tonight in our small act of service to condition the mental field for this tremendous process as we join together with many other groups all over the world in meditation, contemplating Virgo. The constellation of Virgo is especially characterized by service because it simultaneously stimulates the life within the form as well as producing the form itself, each aspect thereby serving the other. Virgo is our cosmic mother, the revealer of love. Let us imagine the whole human race as the cosmic mother, protecting the Christ child and preparing for the birth of love. For this is truly what we are. I am the mother and the child. I, God, I matter, am. The anthroposophical astrologer John Jocelyn wrote this poem on Virgo. O turn thy thoughts to cosmic life, embrace the world beyond the strife, take in the new, take in the view within the light, beyond the sense, spirit bright. O cleanse thy soul and understand the movement of the spirit band, the Elohim, the living whole, the Christ himself who feeds thy soul. Get wise to life, ennobled be, serve God and man, and live as free. The body's barrier woven tight must loosened be to see the light. A second man must come to birth within the person on the earth. If man will live the life and love, he brings to birth the Lord above. We'll now prepare for our meditation. The keynote of the full moon approach to the hierarchy. He who faces the light and stands within its radiance is blinded to the issues of the world of men. He passes on the lighted way to the great center of absorption. But he who feels the urge to pass that way, yet loves his brother on the darkened path, revolves upon the pedestal of light and turns the other way. He faces towards the dark, and then the 7 points of light within himself transmit the outward streaming light, and lo, the face of those upon the darkened way receives that light. For them, the way is not so dark. Behind the warriors, twixt the light and dark, blazes the light of hierarchy. Letting in the light. Group fusion. We affirm the fact of group fusion and integration within the heart center of the new group of world servers, mediating between hierarchy and humanity. I am one with my group brothers, and all that I have is theirs. May the love which is in my soul pour forth to them. May the strength which is in me lift and aid them. May the thoughts which my soul creates reach and encourage them. Alignment. We project a line of lighted energy towards the spiritual hierarchy of the planet, the planetary heart, the great ashram of Sanat Kumara, and towards the Christ at the heart of hierarchy. Extend the line of light towards Shambhala, the center where the will of God is known. The higher interlude. Hold the contemplative mind open to the extraplanetary energies streaming into Shambhala and radiated through hierarchy. Using the creative imagination, endeavor to see the three planetary centers, Shambhala, hierarchy, and humanity, gradually coming into alignment and interplay. Meditation on the seed thought for Virgo. I am the mother and the child. I, excuse me, I am the mother and the child. I, God, I matter, am. precipitation. Using the creative imagination, visualize the energies of light, love, and the will to good, pouring throughout the planet and becoming anchored on Earth in prepared physical plane centers through which the plan can manifest. Use the sixfold progression of divine love as the sequence of energy precipitation. Shambhala, hierarchy, the Christ, the new group of world servers, men and women of goodwill everywhere in the world, and physical centers of distribution. The lower interlude. Refocus the consciousness as a group within the periphery of the great ashram. Together sound the affirmation. In the center of all love, I stand. From that center, I, the soul, will outward move. From that center, I, the one who serves, will work. May the love of the divine self be shed abroad in my heart, through my group, and throughout the world. Visualize the downpouring spiritual inflow released from Shambhala through the hierarchy and streaming into humanity through the prepared channel. Consider how these inpouring energies are establishing the pathway of light for the coming world teacher, the Christ. Distribution. As the great invocation is sounded, visualize the outpouring of light and love and power from the spiritual hierarchy through the 5 planetary inlets: London, Darjeeling, New York, Geneva, and Tokyo, irradiating the consciousness of the whole human race. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Oh. 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 Thank you, everyone.